Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Look, 180. He's coming, check in. Come to my work. We want it. Come.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That's what I do. Rip right. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Hey, seam 6.
Out of the gun, gone. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Value three. Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59. I'm coming for you, son.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught, Shepard. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man is Higgins. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball by Beasley. The 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That one goes for 24 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get set. 19. 55. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Switch. Hey, alert. 50 points down. He's coming.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
55, Mike 55.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Mike set. 19.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
19. Let's go, D.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Get him, get him. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check. Showing up. Check 50.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step.
Hold on. Check.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General West.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Goff. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Check 3.
Charlie, 64, weak.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Mike 28, I'm going to run you.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Dave? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Check, check, check. Kill, kill. Check, check.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, here we go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
SOS.
And that'll set him back 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson now going to run the option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Reset. Come in, team. 3 bud. Check. 54.
Watson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Pass the truck, Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Buying time to his left. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bucky Hodges with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Yo, check nickel. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Man, we're close.
Alert.
Derrick Henry. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That one complete to Yeldon. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Value 3. 6-6. Pull it high.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check the backer. Check the backer. Maverick.
Here's Goff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
Now Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
55, Mike, 24. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. 24. Hey, turn it up. Let him go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Like 20.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy.